Hello, welcome back. It's e-learning with the Great Vigilant Academy platform. It's time for our world, our people. You can also call it OOP. And as usual, I am your facilitator for this segment. I go by the name Mr. Amankwa George. You can call me One. What do we have under OOP for today? What do we have under OOP for today? Our topic is rights and responsibility. Right and responsibility. Quickly, let's go through the objectives of what we stand to achieve at the end of today's lesson. Now, by the end of the lesson, people will be able to, one, know what right is. By the time you finish, you might be able to know what are rights. Two, point out some basic rights of a person. You should be able to point out some of the rights of a person. And then also you should be able to know what responsibilities are. What are responsibilities? Not only that, you should be able to list down some responsibilities of a good citizen. You should come up with some responsibilities of a good citizen. And then also, last but not the least of my points, you should be able to come out with some importance of rights and responsibilities. What do we get from rights and responsibilities? If you know your rights and if you're able to go by your responsibilities, what are the importance or the benefits? What do we gain from rights and responsibilities? Let's continue. So, the first question is, what are rights? Hope you've heard the word before. So, what comes in mind if you hear the word rights? What are rights? Any idea? Let's move forward. Now, here you are with the meaning of rights. Rights are the freedoms and advantages, or you can also say the privileges, everyone must enjoy under the Constitution. Rights are the freedoms and advantages everyone must enjoy under the Constitution. I hope you are asking what the Constitution is. The Constitution is a set of laws for governing a state or a country, a set of rules and regulations piled in a single document, which is called Constitution, used to govern a state or a country. That is Constitution. So, your rights must be enjoyed under the Constitution. Here you are with some basic rights of a person or a citizen. We've talked about the meaning of citizen in our previous lesson, where we said a citizen is a member of a country. A citizen is a member of a country. How to attain or become a citizen of a particular country, we've had them all: by birth, by marriage, by adoption, by family, confirmation, registration, and whole lot. By birth, adoption, registration, confirmation, naturalization is the same as registration. So these are the means of becoming a citizen of a particular country. Now, what are some basic rights of a citizen? If you call yourself a Ghanaian, what are some of your rights? The chance, the privilege, your advantage to do something. One, you have the right to live. No one can take your life from you. Like you are too old, let's say you are 90 plus. So why are you still living? Someone just pick up a gun to shoot you, with the reason being that you are too old. No, you have the right to live. So no one can take your life from you. That is your basic right, the right to live. You have the right to education. When your parents give birth to you, it is their responsibility, their duty to educate you. So you, the child, you have the right to education. So if your parent refuses to send you to school, You have the right to report them to authorities. 3, you have the right to own a property. If you own something you suffered for, something you toiled for, something you bought with your own money, either huge or whatever the thing is, you have the right to own it. No one can take that property from you. That maybe you are too young to own this property, or you are not eligible to own that property. No. So far as the property belongs to you, you have the right to own your property. It is one of the basic rights. And we have the right to worship. If you're a Muslim and you want to go to church, like Pentecost, Methodist, SDA, Anglican, whatever, you have the right to do so. If you know your right is your power. So if you are also a Christian and you want to join the Muslims, you have the right to worship under any kind of religion in Ghana. And then also you have the right to vote under a recommended age. If you are not up to, in Ghana here, the recommended age to vote is 18 years. So if you are not up to 18, please you don't benefit from that right. But if you are 18 years and above and you are sound-minded, you have the right to vote and be voted for. And you have the right to vote for any political party. So the right to vote is one of the basic rights. You also have the right to move or to talk. We call it freedom of speech and movement. It's a right. Freedom of speech and movement is a right. You have the right to talk and you have the right to move. Let's continue. Now, the next question is, what are responsibilities? When we talk about responsibilities, what are they? Don't worry yourself, here you are with the answer. Now, we come with the meaning of responsibilities. Responsibilities are the duties assigned to the individual of which one is answerable for. Let's take that again. Responsibilities are the duties assigned to individual of which one is answerable for. Now you have the roles which has been attached to you. You have a role to perform. That is your responsibility. Something for you to do. Your task to perform is your responsibility. And if you don't do it, you are to be questioned and you are to answer for that. So responsibilities are the duties assigned to individuals of which one is answerable for. That is, if you fail to do so. Now, let's have some responsibilities of a concerned citizen. When I say a concerned citizen, the other time we looked at a type of citizen, that we have active citizen and a passive citizen. Active ones are those who contribute for the well-being of their country or state. And then the passive ones are just like spectators. They are just watching, not contributing. I believe you would like to be an active citizen. Now, if you are an active citizen, then you are a concerned citizen. What are some of your duties or responsibilities of a concerned citizen? 1. Paying of tax. You must pay your tax if you call yourself a responsible citizen. So when the tax collectors are coming, please do not run away. You must pay your tax for national development. 2. Attending to communal labor. When there is a work ongoing in your area that concerns all the people in the community, do not be giving excuses. I'm late to my farm, I'm late to work. Please, we are having communal labor. Contribute, participate, try to join the communal labor for development. It is your duty or responsibility to attend to communal labor. 3, or the third point on my list, It is your responsibility to vote during election. Do not say whoever be the president or ministers, I don't care. Please, you do care. When people vote to choose a leader of which you know will not benefit or help the nation, you are part of the nation. Whatever goes on, you have a taste of it. So, if you know what is right, then it is your responsibility to vote for the good person who can develop the country. So, one of your responsibilities is to vote during election. And then also, it is your responsibility to report criminals and bad people to authorities or the police. Please take note, you must report bad people and criminals to authorities. Let's say the police. Also, we must take care of government properties. When you move outside to see the government tap or pipe flowing with no one there to fetch the water, please do a favor, turn the tap off, turn it off. Do not let the tap or the pipe flow. It is your responsibility to protect government property. If your parents are using the government vehicles, the cars that belongs to the government, please advise them to use them as if the vehicles or cars are for them or belongs to them. They should take good care of government properties like their own. It is one of our responsibilities to protect government properties. Now, we've talked about responsibilities in general. Let's look at some of the responsibilities of parents. Our parents, it is their responsibility to pay utility bills, like the water bill, light bills, and the other bills. We call them utility bills. It is the responsibility of parents. 2, provision of shelter. It is your parents who are to give you a place to sleep or to give you shelter, a roof to cover your head. You can't rent an apartment as a young student. It is your parents' responsibility to rent an apartment for you. 3, provision of security. They should not leave you just to go astray. Your parents are to guide you, shield you, and protect you from bad people. So, it is parents' responsibility to give their children security, the maximum security they need. 4th point on my list, it is parents' responsibility to provide education. We've talked about that already. Parents are to provide education for their children. And last but not the least, on the responsibilities of parents, they must be buying families' basic needs like food, dresses, water, and those petty things, the basic needs of the family. It is parents' responsibility to do that. All right, now let's look at some responsibilities of children at school. What are your duties at school? 1, when the bell tolls for morning assembly, you must join. It is your responsibility as a student to attend to morning assembly. 2, cleaning the school compound. So that is the first and foremost thing to do. When you come to school, the first thing to do is to clear the compound, keep the place tidy and neat. 3, cleaning the teacher's table. From today, when school resumes, you must know that it is children's responsibility to make sure their teacher's table and chair is clean from dust and other things. 4th point, doing your class exercise and homework or assignment. It is your responsibility to do your assignment or homework. So a failure to do so, you face the consequences. Let's go to some of the responsibilities of children at home. At home, what do children do? 1. Washing of cooking utensils or bowls. You must wash them, not your parents. 2. Running errands. Kofi, buy me this. Ajwa, buy me that. You must be running errands for your parents or elderly people at home. You must also be clearing the compound and the sitting room. You must sweep there and keep the place neat. Also, you must assist your mother when she's at the kitchen, especially the girls. Not only the girls, even the boys, you must assist your parents at the kitchen. And then also helping mothers to take care of their younger babies. If you have a younger brother or sister, a toddler, very young, you must help your mother to take care of those children, the babies. What are the importance of rights and responsibilities? What do we gain from rights and responsibilities? Importance. The good things about rights and responsibilities. 1. It protects human life. If not your right, someone can just kill you, but you have the right to live. So rights and responsibilities, they protect human life. 2. It brings crime under control. What I mean is that it reduces the bad things that goes on in the community. It reduces social vices. It brings crime under control. 3. It makes people responsible. You know that it is your responsibility to do this. It makes you always go by your task and do them. So it makes you responsible. Also, it ensures peace and unity. When everyone knows his or her rights and when everyone knows his or her responsibilities and we are all to follow them, there will be peace and unity in our communities. Last on my point, it makes the government accountable. Since our leaders, they know their rights and they know their responsibilities, it makes them accountable for development. These are some of the importance of rights and responsibilities. Now let's have our exercise of the day. The first question, what are rights? We just talked about that. 2, state 4 basic rights of a person. Do you know some of the basic rights? 3, what are responsibilities? What are responsibilities? 4, mention 3 responsibilities of parents. We just talked about that also. What are some of the responsibilities of parents? And last but not the least, state 3 importance of rights and responsibilities. 3 importance of rights and responsibilities. And here is where we shall end today's lesson. I will come your way again next time. The name still remains Sir George Amankwa Moriwan. Please stay home and stay safe. Corona is still in town. Bring your assignment to the school premise for marking. Till we meet again, it's bye-bye.